What's good, creative fam? Brandon Washington here, and yeah, there's a lot of crap on my desk right now. I promise I haven't forgotten how to make YouTube videos. I've been really busy. If you guys are new to the channel and you don't know who I am or what I'm about, my name is Brandon Washington. I am a filmmaker based in Houston, Texas, and I also run this YouTube channel where I talk about filmmaking gear, tips, and tutorials. And over the last couple months, I've actually gone down this crazy rabbit hole of finding other filmmakers here on YouTube. Now, I know there are a lot of great filmmaking channels on YouTube, but I've found recently that I've kind of started diving down this new rabbit hole, which maybe some of you guys have been finding yourselves as well, because there's a lot of really awesome creators here on the channel that I don't think get enough shine for the amount of engaging content, as well as just overall meaningful knowledge when it comes to the world of filmmaking. So in this video, I wanted to break down my current 5 favorite filmmaking channels here on YouTube, because personally I think that the more we all can learn, the better we can get. It's either these what's the word I'm looking for? And so these are the 5 channels that I've been watching the most recently, and really I feel like they've been helping me level up my overall filmmaking workflow, knowledge, my filmmaking. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, these are the 5 channels that have been helping me to really level up my filmmaking knowledge. So the first channel that I want to highlight is Threefold Studios. Now, Threefold Studios is actually a production company, and they recently started, not really recently, but I think more recently they've been posting a lot more consistent work here on YouTube, but they have been posting a lot of really high quality, high production knowledge when it comes to this world of video production. Now, with them being an actual production studio, most of the content that they actually publish on their YouTube channel falls right in line with the work that they're actually producing for clients. If you're a fan of the channel here, you know that on this channel I talk a lot about how to actually turn your passion of filmmaking or video production into a business, and finding another channel here on the platform that not only goes into some of those details, but more importantly, they actually go into how they actually film a lot of the content they do for their clients. I have found that it has been really eye-opening. It's nice to see on-set experience from other bigger production companies like Threefold. On their channel, you're gonna find gear reviews, you're gonna see shot breakdowns or production breakdowns, and really they have such a good use of all the different members of their team, being able to add little bits of knowledge to their channel, and in my opinion, it is definitely a channel you should check out. Now, the next channel that I want to talk to you guys is Mogul. Back about 10 years ago when I first dived into this world of filmmaking, and eventually I found that YouTube was a place I could go to learn about filmmaking, I found 2 channels. One was Film Riot and the other was Mogul. And recently, Mogul has gotten a huge revitalization with the new host Ted taking over the channel. They went dormant for a little while, but recently Ted has not only been taking the channel kind of to a new level, but he's also been adding a lot of high-end industry secrets and bringing that here to the YouTube platform. You'll find everything from how to actually go about capturing certain types of content to sit downs with industry leading professionals and how they actually went about breaking down their shots, from DPs to camera operators to directors to producers, you name it, it is on this channel. And this has definitely been one of the channels that I have been binging the mess out of recently. Now, moving on to a third channel that I've been recently watching a lot of, and that actually comes from a new recent friend, Robert Machado. He is a DP based in Las Vegas, and his work as far as lighting and understand gaffing and knowing how to place your lights in certain situations, working with different lighting setups, has drastically changed my entire mindset when it comes to lighting my production sets. He goes into detail if you want to learn about how to actually use a light meter, and then how to actually meter your shots to make sure that your lighting looks as good as it possibly can. Robert's channel is full of nuggets, and recently he picked up the Sony a7S III, and he's been talking a lot about that camera since he is a Sony cinema camera user and how he's been able to use that camera in his current workflow. Honestly, his channel is one that completely opened up my mind when it came to the world of lighting and how I have been doing a lot of things that I thought I was doing right, I wasn't doing correctly, and has completely changed my whole mindset and mantra when it comes to lighting. Now, this fourth channel that I want to talk to you guys about is actually a channel that I'm still very new to, but once I started seeing his thumbnails and actually started watching his videos all the way through, I realized that I was learning a lot, just like I did with Robert's channel in the world of lighting, and that is with the Wandering DP. Patrick O'Sullivan has this amazing channel where he breaks down commercial projects, but not only in the sense of like kind of talking about what they did, but going shot by shot and actually talking about maybe the type of gear that they use, why they use that setup, and ultimately how to actually DP a high-end commercial job. Recently myself, I direct a lot of the projects that we've been doing, but I've been finding myself on a lot of sets as well, working kind of as a DP and gaffer, and knowing why certain cinematographers or directors of photography do certain things and how they ultimately enact in a certain type of emotion or feel to a video really has been something that I've been working a lot on lately. And I have found that the Wandering DP's channel, by going into detail on these very high-end productions, that I can look at that information and figure out how to implement that into my work as I move forward. And this fifth and final channel is definitely one that I know you guys have probably heard of, and that is the Make Art Now channel with Josh Yeo. This is the channel that I watch when I am just looking for inspiration. Josh Yeo is clearly a very talented filmmaker, and his work definitely inspires me. As far as watching videos on YouTube where I feel like there's no option other than to watch the video from beginning to end, he is definitely the cream of the crop. Now, I know he says that he doesn't watch a lot of YouTube, so I don't expect him to actually see this video, but I think that this is a great channel. If you guys haven't heard of it, you guys haven't gone and checked out any of his work, you definitely should. I think a lot of times we need to be pushed creatively. Here on YouTube, I find myself getting stagnated, shooting videos like this in my office, basic lighting setup, and not really getting too creative with it really starts to kind of almost bog me down, and where I don't even feel like I should actually be putting out new content. But watching channels like his really motivates me to want to do new things, and that's ultimately what I hope to bring to this channel. All of these different channels are just pieces of work that I've been watching recently in order to help me level up my personal production goals and kind of level up the visuals that I'm actually capturing, whether that's on production work or here on YouTube. If you guys have other channels that you've been watching recently that you think have just popped up on YouTube and that are coming out with some amazing pieces of content, be sure to let me know what those channels are down below in the comment section, because I'd love to check it out. I think all of us are on the same page where we just want to continue to become better filmmakers, no matter what that means. And so if you are out there and you're trying to become a better filmmaker, I'll have some links down below in the description to some different resources that I can actually provide to you to help you become a better filmmaker overall. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I hope to help you out. Maybe some of these channels will inspire you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.